Well, hello everybody, it's me again, and I got another little idea for you, especially for those of you who might have not done so much sewing, but you really like to get into it. So this is going to be so simple that even if you haven't done any stitching whatsoever, any sewing, get your sewing machine out that you got standing somewhere in the corner and try this little thing. It's going to be some little trousers where you can put your knives, forks and spoons inside, next to the table mat, which I just showed you how to do, and next to the serviette, the napkin rings. That all goes together with each other for this Christmas season. So I decided, after I looked at my knives, forks and spoons, that I did a little pattern first of all, because I always do a pattern in case if I do a second or a third one, or my girlfriend comes and says, hey, that's an idea and you haven't done me one yet? Well, then I got to do her one, and then I got my pattern. So I've done this pattern 9.5 centimeters wide. You can do it a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. And the lengths here I've done on 10 centimeters. And right in the middle I did a little bit of a cut. So you see, this is going to be the trousers. Then I cut this out of my felt material. You can also use a wool material or anything soft and thick which you would like to have for this particular item. So after you've cut this twice, you also need some white stripes or some white ribbons. It doesn't matter what, anything that you would like to stitch onto this. And if you like to make a little belt for the Santa Claus trousers, you have to have a little black ribbon. And this is actually not a belt knuckle, it's actually a button that I found. And this button is ideal to use for this, and it looks like a belt knuckle. So, that's already all you need. Thread your machine and we start sewing this then. So, you cut your two pieces for the trousers, you got your white little tape prepared, and that's what we're starting with. We're first of all taking this white stripe you have. Maybe you cut both sides with a zigzag. I only cut one side, as you can see. You can put, if you only have one side, you can put the zigzag either so they're facing the trousers towards the red material, or you can put it the other way around. It's all up to you, as it's going to be your design and how you want to do this. But I've decided I am going to overlap it totally this time, not like on my other jobs where I only let it roll over about on half. No, this time I go edge on edge and stitch approximately through the middle on 5 millimeters width. I stitch this white felt piece onto the top of the trousers. And I only do this on one of the pieces of my trousers. It's not necessary on the other one, because that's going to be lying on the bottom and nobody looks at it anyway, and otherwise it might get too thick and too bulky. Then I do exactly the same on the bottom of the trousers, on each one of them, and again I face the zigzag that I stitched towards the trousers, so it shows onto the red very nice with the zigzag. And the same on this little piece. Now I've got white thread on my machine now, and I will leave white on all the way along. So next you take your prepared little belt. That is your decision again, if you put it higher or lower. Well, men nowadays sometimes they wear the belt quite low, or is it the trousers that they're wearing so low? Well, I think that's got another reason. There's another excuse for that. Okay, just put it somewhere in position where you like to have this belt. And now already you're almost done with it. Take the second piece, put them exactly on top of each other, and decide where you want to start. Of course, on the right side, where my right hand is, and I decide I'm leaving my white thread on. You could put red on or black or green, as that also fits with Christmas very well. And I'm going to stitch it on 5 millimeters. Oops, now I see I should just open that again, because the way I stitched the belt on there is about 3 millimeters, but I want to stitch exactly through the 5 millimeters with the seam that I'm coming down now on the trousers, so it looks like it's been done in one go. That's much better, yes. Therefore I had to open it. The other side I did already wider. Must have been thinking about that a little bit better on the second side. But when you do something like that, it often happens that you're in the middle of something and you get another idea and you think, oh, why don't I do this so or so? Okay, and now, not like on usual trousers where you do not stitch the bottom up, on these little Santa Claus trousers, you will have to stitch them up because you want to put your silverware inside the legs, and otherwise it would just fall straight through. That wouldn't be the idea. So you go around the inner leg part all the way around, take your time and go down to the bottom, and also here you go across the bottom, you closing these trousers up. They are not supposed to be open. And I go up on the other side, and in this case here already I can go directly through my white stitching that I have when I added the belt on. That's very good. Now maybe you put quite a thick yarn on already if you're working in contrast colors like I did here. There again, if you want that showing even more, then all you do is take it and go exactly through your stitch once through again, and you will see the white contrast comes out really nice, and it gives it a special effect even again. Unless you choose in red, then it doesn't matter, of course. Well, it looks like those trousers are finished. Look at that. Doesn't that look cute? Okay. And now I show you how this looks with the silverware. And here we are already. Those little trousers, you see the table mats, you've probably got them finished already. You've probably also done your little napkin rings already. And now we got the little trousers finished. To put the knives, the forks and the 2 different spoons inside. The only thing I'm thinking now is, well, that's actually the one for the men, for the gents. Well, I have to think how we can do a little one for the ladies for Christmas. So really everybody got their own little tools to use and to work with and really enjoy this lovely table set. Well, I definitely hope that you're gonna like this cute little idea. And when you've done the other parts already, get going. Do this one as well. You probably have a big party coming up for Christmas, so you got a lot of work to do yet. Okay? I wish you all so much fun, and I hope you come around again. Bye for now.